What's up, Outlaws? Today, we're going to talk about what I believe is your responsibility as an American. So with almost 2 decades under my belt of serving this country in combat and around the world, this is my Minuteman kit. But first, the real problem is you're not subscribed. So stop now and subscribe. It's your duty as an American. All right, guys, so this is my Minuteman kit from the experiences that I've gained. I don't know what's coming here. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So this is a little bit of general purpose, but what I would grab this, in that case right there, we go out the door. Do I know where I'm going to sleep tomorrow? No. Is it super cold? Well, I got a whole nother load up for that. Is this a natural disaster? No. This is a Minuteman kit. This is not like everything ever happened kit. This is, you called me, you need me over here, probably getting in a fight. This is what's going with me right now. All right, so first off, I keep it all in one bag. I keep all my gear in one bag and my weapons or firearms, however you want to think of them, in another bag. So in this bag, this is a 511 bag, it's pretty sturdy, lots of pockets, lots of pieces. Open it up, on the top, gas mask. Why? Because if you need one and you don't have one, you're fudged. Next up, like I said, Minuteman bag. I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing. Did I pack or did I have flip-flops on? So I put boots in there. These boots have served me for a long time. I've kind of now retired them to my Minuteman bag. They're very broken in, they're very comfortable, they're very effective. Leave them tied up, here you go, ready to go. So again, boots. I might have been on the beach. I just walked in the house and grabbed my bag. What do I need? What do I need to wear? Well, you know what? Combat shirt. Tried and true, works out great. This is a long sleeve, Cry multicam. Why? Because it works. Next up, pants. Again, theme, Cry multicam. These are the Gen 4s. Had Gen 3s for a long time, still have them. Like the Gen 4s a little bit better, so I stick them in my Minuteman kit. All right, so now that I'm dressed for the occasion, what am I gonna wear to the party? Well, here's my war belt. Standard inner and outer belt system. Go through the whole thing, tip to tail. Balaclava, holster mount, tourniquet, med kit, mount it upside down, pull it out, get to your business. Rolled up dump pouch, BFK, multi-tool, 2 pistol mags. So next up, got the battle belt out of the way, plate carrier. Nothing fancy here. This is a Slickster with 3 mags in the front with Molly if I need to attach anything else. 3 windowed P mags because they're my favorite. Another P mag here off to the side. Tourniquet, hemostatic gauze right here, kind of impromptu med kit, even though I do have one on my belt. And another balaclava that I can use as a sweat rag, hairdo thing, whatever I need, another little rag. Nothing fancy, nothing this goes on in 2 seconds and we're ready to go. Level 4 plates inside of here. All right, next up, I got my armor, I got my belt. Time to put my headgear on. Open it up. I keep all these in individual pouches so I don't lose them inside of my bag. Everyone has its home, everything has its space. High quality American flag. Here's my Ops Corps ballistic helmet, battery pack ready to go. I have 2 small IR strobes, IR and day strobes with a blue light. I'll tell you why. Clip-on light if I need it. I have a small one because this is a simple 123 battery. I don't need to keep a lot of money just sitting around in here that I don't use or corrodes or whatever. This little Surefire is proven over time to work really well. A couple extra pieces inside, just little repair parts because you know, you grab your bag, you went out the door, you open it up, you're like, that battery's dead. You want to swap it out real quick, right? Or you're working, I need to swap out a battery. Maybe I can't get to wherever I need to. So couple little repair parts inside my helmet bag for the helmet, so you're not fishing through the rest of your stuff looking for where's that little thingamajigger that goes on my helmet. All right, next up, my NVGs. I personally own a set of PVS 1531s. I keep caps on them. They have also filters and caps on the back. Mount for my NVGs goes with my NVGs. Spare battery in here as well, even though I do typically always run this with a battery pack. Again, in its own little case, so all the little pieces are in here. So in the event you gotta grab and go, you know all the pieces for my NVGs are in here. And it also goes to, if you need to tell somebody else, hey, grab my NVGs, they're in this bag, all the pieces are in there. You don't have to guess. You don't be like, hey, can you get the Cadex night vision mount? What's the Cadex? No, the Wilcox night vision. No, they don't know. It's all in the bag. No questions. All right, so last up, hearing protection. I have Comtac 6s, I really like them. Comms integrated, so I can run them into whatever comm system I have. If you haven't watched our video on MPU 5, go back, watch that one. It's my preferred radio choice, but I don't have that in here because we use that every day for day work. And unless you're gonna bring a whole bunch, you may show up and they're all running, I don't know, whatever. I just wanna be able to plug into it, right? I also keep them in a little pouch because what's really nice about this pouch is not only can I put my headset in here, but this can go on my belt if I need to, my kit, wherever I want to, and it fits my 1531s. So, perfect little pouch, helps keep my headset clean, concise in one little pouch. Again, hey, grab my headset, it's in the little pouch. Oh, okay, cool, I'll grab this one. I can also repurpose this pouch, because again, I showed up somewhere and maybe I need to reconfigure something, I can use this. So this is a dual purpose thing. Pretty much everything in here you can repurpose for something else. That's very, very helpful. All right, so also in the bag, it's kind of hard to see, I pulled it out, is a Velcro hook and loop, if you want to be politically correct, bag. And this has a bunch of extra batteries that are in little tiny breakout boxes. So hey, this is 1, 2, 3, there's AA's, there's AAA's, there's things like that, because you never know when you need one, you open something up and it's dead, like, ah, crap, I gotta swap it out. So that's in there, and an extra small little flashlight is in there for just seeing around in the kit. All right, so moving to the big compartments right here in the front, open one up, got gloves, hey, good hand protection, little beaner on there, you can clip it on your belt, clip it on whatever you need to. iPro, this has got clear and tinted lenses in there. I can swap them out as need. It's also, again, protective case, doesn't get beat up, doesn't get lost. All the pieces are in here. Hey, grab my iPro. What? The one with the half American flag on there, that one. Oh, all right, cool. Hey, thanks, Bob. Throw it over there. GPS. Why? I don't know where I just went. I need to get my bearings. Maybe I'm gonna be doing something else. And this GPS is actually a Rhino built-in radio. So if somebody else has a Rhino, we have some impromptu comms. That's really, really helpful in a Minuteman situation, and just in general. Other nice thing, again, pouch that can be repurposed. Do I need to put it on my kit? Do I need to put it on my belt? Do I need to give it to somebody else that didn't have something and maybe I don't need it right now? Can put it on here. I know where it is, can clip it in here, but also can go on my kit. Because what you don't want is stuff just clipped in everywhere. Because you're gonna be bouncing around and it's gonna be like jingle bells going off walking down the street. It's gonna caught everything, it's gonna break it off. Like, put it in something that you know can be contained, that you know, hey, it's in here and it's positive control. All right, finally, in this compartment, I keep a little health star, and typically you find these on people's helmets. Well, you know, it's got IR, it's got a day strobe. I had strobes on my helmet. People are like, well, why wouldn't you keep this in your helmet? Well, I also just use this as a marker. Maybe I need to mark my stuff. Maybe I need to mark something else. So I just keep this separate. I also don't really love having this big thing on my helmet because it always seemed to hit something, snag on something, and what have you. It doesn't terribly fit in the helmet bag, and I have other options on there. So having a strobe, this one does have IR that I can put somewhere else on my kit and then use like, oh, my thing that I left over here is over here, or that vehicle I left was over here, or a cache, whatever I need to do, I like having another marking system. So this one works good, but I can also stick it on my helmet. So again, dual purpose. I don't have a lot of real estate here, don't have a lot of weight, so everything should be dual purpose. So final front compartment, I have an everyday carry belt. This is from Core, works really good, super stiff, super adjustable, right? And you're like, why do you have a non-tactical, tactical belt in your Minuteman bag? Because again, I could have been having my flip-flops and shorts on and I need to walk out the door and we get there and we're like, man, Gen 4 multicam cries really stand out and that's not a good idea. I can throw this on and it's still a very heavy duty, effectively gun belt, and I can strap things to it. Like tourniquet. It's a micro tourniquet, really cool, fits inside here, kind of everyday carry. Also in here, spare mag for my everyday carry gun. Why? Because I carry Glock 43X everywhere I go. This is an extra mag, can go on this belt in case I need it, not counting the one that I potentially have on my hip. And then as every good human, because when you're in a Minuteman situation, let's face it, there's a bunch of other dudes, or just in general, there's a bunch of other dudes, get some type of personal hygiene product. Like, this is some high endurance deodorant. Help a brother out. All right, guys, so on this side of the bag, we covered the two pouches on the other side. This is the longer compartment. You can put other things in here. What I keep in here is a pair of jeans, works with that belt. So again, if I need to blend in, maybe I didn't have something that blended in when I was there. and a couple extra shirts. They're, you know, indiscreet. Here's a tank top, just a random, you know, graphic tee and stuff like that. Again, you know, you might be out there for a little bit. You want to blend in. Maybe you're stinky and sweaty, you know, help your brothers out and change your clothes. So, change your clothes. All right, so last up, get to my fight. I need to have something to fight with. So here's my firearms, weapons case, however you want to look at it. First up, handgun. Use stock Model T holster, Glock, X300 Light, SRO with a 2.5 MOA dot, which you've all been waiting for. What rifle did he bring? So this is kind of my do-all general purpose rifle. Start at the top, work to the back end. Or you know what, let's change it up. Start from the back end and work to the tip. So, adjustable buttstock, moving down, more vertical hand grip. This is not a typical A2, you know, GI hand grip. In here we have a Geisley SSA trigger, Geisley airborne charging handle. This is a 6X magnifier from Aimpoint. EOTech Unity buttons underneath all this wrap, and that's to help control the cable management. So I have 2 buttons, one for a Surefire. Now this Surefire has a white off and a IR setting. It's their vampire headlight. NGAL, CGS Inconel cam on their side. Sling stowed, all you gotta do is pop it off. So it doesn't break anything, and you can restow it. Another forward handguard. So this is my Minuteman rifle. Gives me everything I need to do. Getting to work. All right, last but not least, this main compartment here. All I have in here is a couple extra P-mags, a couple extra pistol mags, and then out here in this outboard pocket, I have another small carrying case with battery holder, holds all sorts of the batteries that I need, and another weapons light in the event that one goes down, because things do go down. This one comes on and off without tools, very important, with a cap on there so you don't have a, you know, white light negligent discharge, and already set up for my Unity switches that I have on there. All right guys, so that was my kit. You know, is yours different? Ah, cool, man. Whatever you do, set it up for you. You know where everything is, you know how to use everything, you're confident with it, you're comfortable with it, and you can use it in those times of crisis that you may be called upon. And again, if you have not prepared for any of these things, and I'm not saying, you know, go crazy, but if you're not prepared for a situation, when that situation happens, you're already gonna be behind. So go out there, put a little bit of mental bandwidth at this, and thanks for watching.